Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I just finished driving for today. I still have a lot of energy because I drink a lot of coffee, and I was thinking about sharing like a little bit of a paranormal story since we're approaching Halloween, and maybe you guys have some stories that you want to share. You can write them down on the comments below or whatever while driving. So yeah, this story this took place in California around maybe like a year and a half ago, something like that. I was driving through. I'm looking at my map right now here just to kind of get an idea because I don't remember well where it happened. But it was. I remember I was picking up like a produce. For sure. I believe. So it was somewhere like above L.A., somewhere around the Route 5, Bakersfield, maybe Modesto. It could be somewhere in between those two areas. And it was pretty late at night. It was like 2, 3 a.m. I was a little bit tired, but I was like fine, whatever. And I remember I was like getting off an exit, and it was one of those exits where like you kind of like take like a little loop like that, and then you exit like that. So I was like slowing down. I was going like maybe like 40 miles an hour, 30, something like that. So I was coming to like to take the corner like this when suddenly I just happened to be looking towards, like, there was like a lot of like bush stuff like that. So I just happened to look towards the bush, and I see like a little girl, right? It was like a little white girl. From what I was able to tell, she had like dirty blonde hair, and she just kind of like looked at me and smiled, and it just seemed weird because like the actual town was maybe like a few miles down that way where there was like any other type of civilization, I guess. So coming off the exit, there was like nothing. It was just kind of like just like forest type of area and just woods, and then just seeing the little girl like that, right? She just like looked at me and like smiled, maybe like she gave me like a little bit of a smile. But because I was coming kind of like not fast, but I was like I was like having I couldn't like stop and like really look, right? So I just like looked at her, and I didn't think anything strange, right? At the moment, I didn't think anything. I was just like, oh, maybe it's just like a little kid that just like, like, I don't know, just got out of the house or something like that, right? Because I never like thought about like a ghost or anything like that when it happened. But after thinking about it sometime, I started to think maybe it was like something weird, like paranormal or something like that, that you see. And like, yeah, it was like I remember her, like seeing her like very vividly, right? So it wasn't like something from my imagination or whatever. And I just saw the little girl. She looked dirty. She looked like she was dirty, so that's why I was like thinking maybe she's just playing around or something like that, But think about this, it was like 2, 3 a.m. She was by the exit, which is like not normal for like a little kid to be, especially that late at night. And yeah, it was just like something out of place. But like I said, I was going to pick up something, so it was just like during the moment I didn't think anything else. I just thought it was kind of like weird. But then I just kept driving, and I went to pick up where I was supposed to pick up. And yeah, that was like that was a pretty strange thing that happened to me. And over the time, I told this story to a few people, and they also think it was kind of weird to see a little girl just by herself like that, and like she didn't look like scared or anything, And I also tried to look when when I made like the turn to get onto the highway. I tried to see in the side view mirrors, right, to see if like I was like, did I really see a little girl? And then I tried to like see her in the side view mirrors, but it was like really dark. there were like no lights at all. There was like no light to see, and yeah, it was pretty strange, you know. So yeah, if you guys have any stories about strange things that you've seen, maybe I've seen pretty crazy lights too, but nothing like that little girl, you know. And I just wanted to share that because you know it's Halloween next week, so I just wanted to share like some scary stories, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good day. Bye bye.